Hey everyone! For the 10th challenge of Next Top Nail Artist, Wildflowers asked us to create a design inspired by David Zinn's 3D street art. We were to create a hand-painted mural with lots of dimension and lots of optical illusion. Begin by outlining the major elements of your design using brown gel paint. This is probably the hardest part because you have to paint the nails from the angle that they'll be photographed. Otherwise, you won't get really crisp lines and your design at the end will end up looking warped. So check your work often to make sure that everything is staying in line. Because this challenge is all about optical illusions, I decided to create my wood panels to look as though they're overlapped. Shading is such an important part to creating optical illusions, so I painted the top portion of the panels with a lighter brown, and then switched to a darker shade of brown for the sides and an even darker shade for the underneath. Once you've completed this step, re-outline the panels, and then add texture to the wood. Once complete, outline the windows with gold gel paint, and outline the gold with black. The inspiration for my design was Shipwreck mythology, so I wanted it to look like water was coming in through the floor. After painting the water with blue gel polish, use the white pop-up gel along the water's edge. Then use the black pop-up gel to add shading along the walls and the edge of the water. Then looking out my ship's windows, I wanted to create another illusion that they've reached the edge of the world. I also wanted this huge waterfall to connect to the water that's coming into the ship, as a way of tying the dimensions together. By keeping the darker colors in the falls and at the horizon, and using white along the edge of the waterfall, it creates that cliff-like effect. Then I painted some rocks and a ship on the surface of the water so that their shadows could help add to the illusion. I created my Kraken by rolling out lace paste over my sketch in between plastic bags, but we'll come back to this technique in a minute. I wanted my giant octopus to be super colorful, so after sectioning off the parts of its body, I randomly applied bright yellow, red, and purple gel paints. Apply all the colors before curing so that you can easily blend them together. And then after curing, I added in a little bit of neon orange pigment powder. And again, use black pop-up gel to add a little bit of shading. To give the octopus some texture, paint over it with white pop-up gel, and then dab with acetone to break up the product. And after you've covered the entire surface of the octopus, add some more shading and paint the eyes. Then paint the underside of the arms, and create suction cups using white pop-up gel. I created the mermaid the same way I created the octopus, by rolling the art paste in between plastic bags and using my sketch as a guide. If you roll out the product too much, you can press it back into shape with the back of your brush. And then after curing, I sharpen up the shape with an E-file before attaching them to the nails. I lined up the mermaid to be coming in through both windows to tie together all of the dimensions. Once you're finished painting the mermaid, add shadows underneath her head and tail and underneath the octopus to really make them stand out from the background. Then for the final piece of my design, I wanted to create a moving element, so I made a little compass and attached it to the base of the nails. And here it is. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching!